Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm just gonna show you on how I improve my aiming and how I go about practicing before I go online and play each match. So basically I've always done the custom game thing. Many of you might have heard about practicing before you come on and play every day and the settings and all that, and that's about true because that's where I took my hints from as well. So on my own part, I'm gonna just run through with you how to improve your aiming and from an amateur's point of view, which is mine actually. So I was a very bad player. I've always got like three deaths. I mean 3 kills and about 20 over deaths, and I've improved from there. If you check out my videos recently. So you want to come to custom games, you want to go setup. I've always chose Frontier among all because it's a relatively small map, and basically I I like running and gunning to an extent, so I've chosen it because it's not too difficult, and I just want to get my aiming on point. You want to change this to free for all or either team deathmatch. It's either one. I don't really care about that. Initially I started off with free for all, but it kind of broke the momentum there because they're coming from all sides. So I'm just gonna choose a team deathmatch, make it shorter on this one. The game rules wise, I'll change from you want to go to player and change their maximum health to double. Change it to double, and that's about it. Bots, you put them to recruit. You don't want to make them too difficult to kill. So um, it it defeats the purpose of you killing instead of getting killed. So here's the settings, and for creating a class, these are the guns that I've been practicing with. But now, since I'm with the K-bar, I'm going to change it to what I'm using in the multiplayer. You want to use what you're using in the multiplayer over here so that you get a taste of it and a feel for it before you hop on there so you're comfortable and all that. So I changed the K-bar to the epic one. Now I'm going back to the reflex side. Wasn't really a fan of the Trojan, so cancel this. So currently I'm just using this because I just started out the K-bar, and you want to cancel this as well so that you don't have any perks. Okay, maybe just throw in the quick the dexterity and scavenger. Yes, I'll be needing that. I tend to not add in all too much perks because I don't want to there's really no point for me to add in goals or anything like that. It's just a practice round and you don't have to look too far into that. I haven't unlocked all this, so I'm not gonna include them in. I just want to play with the same kind of rifle that uh, I'm gonna be playing with and be comfortable with right over in multiplayer. So with that said, you want to come back. You're not. I don't play with any score streaks. Even though I get them, I'm not gonna use them. I only use my payload, which helps me get comfortable with the payloads that I use in multiplayer as well. So what you want to do, or what I do, is I come here. These are my settings, you see. Usually people play with horizontal and vertical sensitivity as the same, but I chose a higher sensitivity than my vertical sensitivity because I felt comfortable with it. I felt at home with it. I started off leaving target assist enabled because I want. Personally, for me, I started off training as I saw on YouTube with target assist disabled, but it's rather different from being assisted, you see. So I left it on, and then when I fared better whenever I went online once I started practicing with target assist on. So I left that on. Take a good look. You want to turn on your motion blur, turn off your motion blur, disable all these film grains and crap, and of course turn off your vibrations for your controller as well, so that you don't have anything jerking here and there to distract your pinpoint aiming. It can affect your aiming. So this is my layout, and with that said, let's begin. So I've always done this every time I went on to play. Even if I played it this morning before I come online and play multiplayer, I'll play I'll practice in a custom game, and when I go off and go for lunch and then I come back, I'll practice again, so that I get the rhythm in before a multiplayer match, so that I don't fare too badly. So here we go.
Team deathmatch.
We want to start off. Usually the bots are not too smart. They stay on this level. They rarely go below, so we're just running around and gunning. That's what we're going to be doing. Come here. Okay. Alright. You see I'm a little rusty. Alright. Oh. See, the point isn't how many times you die or how well you do. It's just to get the target going, you know, get you comfortable, get you up to speed, get your muscle memory moving, being comfortable with the reflexes, being less stiff, you know. Because if you jump straight into multiplayer, it might be culture shock for you. Now some of the targets might be really close, so you might be saying, where's the practicing that? But to me, it doesn't matter as long as you're killing, you're getting your spots on aim. It's perfect. Okay. Well, it's not only just about targeting movement, it's about how you move, maneuver. It helps you get comfortable there as well. Okay. And always keep your eyes on the radar. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to slide. Oh, alright. See, the good thing about this epic gun is that it's got a higher damage for headshots. So you can actually just get a bullet up to the head and it's a confirmed kill. Oh.
Is active.
Okay, now we're gonna practice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Alright,
UAV is standing by. Vulture at the ready.
Let's see who's right on time before there. Alright. Yeah, you know, human traffic can really be a burden when you're trying to shoot and you got a bunch of your own teammates standing in the way. You won't really be damaging your enemies, your opponents, because they'll be covering your bullet fire. Right. Oh, whoa, whoa. But sometimes the bots, even though they're recruit, they can surprise you to an extent. Especially if they're carrying shotguns. It's a one shot, one kill if they're too close. You see that? It's a one shot, one kill to the head. I may have shot the body a lot of times, but as long as you get the hit, there you go.
Friendly drone support is active. UAV ready.
Then again, it's relatively vague. Whatever makes you comfortable, whatever settings that makes you comfortable, just go ahead with it. Because the kind of settings that I do might be different, you know, it might be uncomfortable for you. So just do whatever makes you play better. If you play with a sensitivity that's 5 or 6 or maybe even 2 or 3, I start up and then go for it. You gotta, it's all about how you feel. I started off with 1, then I found it, as I got comfortable with it, you know, getting my aim quicker, faster, more absolute and pinpoint. I switched to a higher one, and then I went even higher and felt uncomfortable, so I switched back to a 4 and 3, and that's when I felt that. That's when I felt that I was right at home. Another thing that I like to do personally is like after I kill, let's say for example, I'm shooting this player, as you can see there. After I'm done shooting him, yep, that's dangerous. After I'm done shooting a single enemy, I release my buttons and just scroll right to next to the next enemy instead of scrolling. It helps me aim faster and quicker. So I try not to die more than 5 times every time I practice. Initially I died like 10 times, you know, even during practice. But I try to make it a point, like if I'm running and gunning, I try to stay safe, practice my movement and not just my aiming. I practice my movement and it helps me die less. And it works over in multiplayer when you can learn to be patient and gun like this way. Even though people are way smarter and faster in multiplayer, but the training for movement and aiming alone helps. So there you go, that's the way I practice before I go online, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and please like and subscribe if you could, because I would really appreciate it. Thanks, and more videos to come.